I've been out of England, as a lot of you guys know, for the last probably 7 months now. Been in Dubai, been in France in the main, other than a couple of little bits of pottering around here and there. And in the main, I haven't really missed much by being away that I could have done if I was in the office or if I was physically present in the UK. As I always tell people, a big part of my life has always been spent traveling, making relationships, meeting new people, seeing customers, working on the email, working on the telephone, etc. So it's not really made any difference to me whatsoever, not being in the UK. Only time I've really noticed it actually has been over the last week or so. I'm involved in some project where we're opening some new venues, dealing with some new suppliers and supply chains that I'm absolutely not happy with. Dealing with relationships with people where whilst I can still have the conversations I need to have on the telephone, on the Zooms, on the WhatsApp or whatever. There would be nothing like being back in the UK right now, to be able to physically stand on site, to crack the whip, to kick some ass, and to see, who's waffling me, who's taking the piss, etc., etc. And why do I tell you that? I mean, look, I guess it's more anecdotal than anything else. I mean, listen, one of the key things I always try and do with you guys is to share the bad as well as the good. As much as a lot of my pictures and a lot of my stories and stuff are based around success and obviously having a good time, enjoying the boat, hanging out with my friends, etc. The reality of business, the reality of life is that for every good day, there's probably a corresponding bad day, or maybe if it's not 50-50, there's certainly many bad days and problems and stuff out there. I always say to any of my mates who start moaning about problems or start talking about how good other people's businesses are, so much better than their own. I think I always believe if you haven't got a problem, you haven't got a business. Everybody's business is always better than your own, because you don't really know what goes on in there. It's, the same way you think that everybody's marriage is better than your own, or everybody's relationship is better than your own. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and it's just the same. It's just the same in business. I'm just telling you that really for the sake of telling you it. I think it's obviously, highlighted to me as well how much I've been probably making the right decisions in making sure we're doing some key recruitment, some strong board members across the different businesses that I'm involved in, some high caliber hires. I mean, obviously for the last couple of weeks, I've been talking to you guys a lot about recruitment. It's something that will probably constantly feature on these weekly reviews, roundups, because if I'm going to be growing the businesses, if I'm going to be having people solving problems in my absence, these need to be high caliber people. I've got to always be open for recruiting. I've got to always be prepared to pay right, and take people on when the time is right.